being that we were willing to learn and willing to ask questions and interested, gave him the encouragement to share his thoughts with us about how he does things and why he does things. And particularly we did all that until when he got sick, and then we knew that he was limited. We knew that the time was limited, so he was able to share to us in great detail and great depth about what he did and why he did it and what should be done in certain circumstances. And I've said this before, that when he was sick and I'd have to make a decision, what I would tell myself, well, what would he want me to do? And I did it, And then after he died, for that first year or so, until Hank came on board, I was still playing a game. I was still saying, what would he want me to do? And so I did that. And then after that, when Hank came and we had that year of experience, then I felt comfortable that I could make my own decisions and doing what I wanted to do. But there was no thought of expanding the business. There was no thought of just survival. Let's get this thing going. Let's keep this thing going. I felt more of a responsibility to have a successful business because I inherited, Hank and I inherited the business. Then if we'd have started it ourselves, then we'll say, well, that's your thing. You can win or lose. That's all on you. But if you inherit something, you have I have a particular responsibility to keep that thing going, and I certainly didn't want to lose it on my watch, on our watch. So that's kind of the way that we handled it, and we were fairly successful at doing it that way.
I think one of the unique opportunities we had for training and preparation was that because it was a different era, or because of the way our father operated, as I recall, his instructions to me were, if you're involved in school or school activities, you're free to come and go as you please. If not, well, then you're going to work. And so summers, there was no school activities, and we were working. But what working was like in those days, we might have been worked at a shipyard and cleaned the boat or prepared for Coast Guard inspection. So we got to I got to witness how we prepared a boat for Coast Guard inspection. But perhaps the next week, he was traveling, making sales calls, and I was able to tag along with him. So it's a little more difficult in today's business environment to take kids around, but we had the freedom. I had the freedom. Sometimes we'd go to a crew change or a dock. Sometimes we'd go to dinner in New Orleans, and I'd get dressed up in a suit as a 14 or 15-year-old and just tag along and listen and watch my father engage with his customers. Maybe didn't fully realize we were being trained, but we were watching the interaction, the conversations, and all the things that were transpiring in business. It was great training, great preparation.